Hello guys, I bought this Galaxy Note 3 for a couple of bucks. It is in a refurbished state. It's a very good job. The quality is perfect. It's like brand new. This device has only got two defaults. The first one is that it is a single SIM card, and the second one is that it's running on the Android 5. So many applications do not work anymore with a so old version of Android. To make it usable again, I decided to go for LineageOS, which is a free, open source and Android-based operating system. In the past, you probably heard of CyanogenMod, which workgroup is not active anymore, and now we can use LineageOS. If you are already using your smartphone with Android 5, you must take care to perform a backup. There are two solutions to perform the backup. The first one is to use the backup service of Google Services, which is not in the scope of this video. And the other one is to do a manual backup with copying your file on your computer. You will find no help with Samsung Keys, which is the tool delivered by the manufacturer to establish the communication between your smartphone and your personal computer. If you back up your data with keys, you will not be able to restore after installing LineageOS. They are not compatible together. The starting point of the upgrade is to go to LineageOS webpage, on which you can find a download link. Then go directly on the left and find the brand of your mobile. You can see that all models are not available. For example, Galaxy Note 4 does not exist in this list. It means that there is no firmware available for Galaxy Note 4. So if you've got another device than the one listed here, you can stop now. Each firmware is dedicated to a precise part number and will not be compliant with his neighbor. Take care to the detailed part number when selecting your firmware, and if necessary, check the documentation of your smartphone to be sure it is exactly the right part number. If you take something near but not the good one, it will probably not work. Let's go. It's time to explain a bit the way we will do. Your smartphone is provided with flash memory, in which there is currently a recovery firmware and the operating system. Our target is to replace the actual operating system, Android 5, by LineageOS. The part of the recovery firmware is dedicated to install operating system, but as it is provided by Samsung, it will not let you install something else than a genuine Android operating system. So we have to scratch this one too and to replace it. It would be possible to use Lineage 2 because they provide a recovery firmware. But in my opinion, it is not very user-friendly and it doesn't manage the SD card. To be able to flash the recovery firmware, we will have to connect a personal computer with the USB plug, and we will use a utility named Heimdall to flash this recovery from the computer. We will see how to flash TWRP, which should mean TeamWin recovery project or something like that. With this utility, we'll be able first to copy the image of Lineage operating system on the SD card and then use TWRP to read this firmware and flash it to the operating system memory area. Go back to Lineage webpage. You do not need to download the recovery image as we will not use it. So just download the operating system in a zip file. Open installation instructions, which you can follow step by step, except something you will understand with this video. First, install Heimdall suite. Select and download the right one for your operating system. In my case, I choose to install it in H hard disk. Now find TeamWin. On this website, we will download the recovery system. So find your brand. Note please. Samsung Galaxy, and in my case it is Note 3 HLTE for Europe. Here I find again the part number of my machine, download from primary Europe, and find the most recent version of the image. For more safety, you could also take care of the signatures here, but it is not the target of this video. So let's go to download. Go to download directory, copy the image and paste it to Heimdall directory. It is now time to connect your smartphone to your computer. Insert the battery and boot in download mode. So for this, press sound down, action and power. OK. Warning, do not do that, and so on. Take care to use a cable that is dedicated to data transfer and not only to battery charge. I tried to do this operation with a wrong cable and of course the device was not detected. So plug in, connect in a USB port and press volume up to accept. Okay, we are running download mode. We are now going to use Heimdall X-File to transfer the image to the smartphone. Right click, open Windows PowerShell. Okay, in my case I switch to H hard disk, change directory, Heimdall. The Lineage manual says type Heimdall print-pit, and here I've got a default. The name Heimdall is not recognized as a command, and this comes from a limitation of Windows. To get out of that, type /Heimdall, capital letters if necessary, print-pit, and then something will happen. Connection is established between the two devices. Okay, you can see that the Galaxy has left the download mode and it's now trying to boot. There is no operating system, so it cannot, but it tries. So please make sure each time necessary that you are actually in download mode. It is not the case here. So I have to unplug, remove the battery. There is no other way to switch it off, and volume down, action, power again to put it in download mode, and accept with up. If you do not succeed to connect, it is probably a problem of driver. So launch Zadig that is provided with Heimdall. Option, list all devices. If necessary, uncheck this box and find something like MSM 8960. It can be something a bit different. If you unplug, it will disappear, so you will know it was a good one, and you have to restart the sequence to put it again in download mode. Select Win USB and click on Replace Driver. It is quite long. Okay, it's done. Okay, let's go back to PowerShell. Copy the name of the image, full name. Come back to PowerShell. Type dot anti-slash. I said slash a few minutes ago. No, it is anti-slash. Heimdall flash as an action. -- recovery. Capital letters. Paste the name of the image, --no -reboot. Go. Something is moving here, good sign. Okay, ending session, releasing device interface. So we can now unplug despite of this message, do not turn off target. Okay, but the job of transferring the firmware is achieved. If you are used to Google services, such as backup and so on, you may want to maintain these services on your new installation. For that, you will need Google Apps. You must download a separate package at this address. Go to OpenGApps. The Galaxy Note 3 uses a Snapdragon 800 MHz CPU. It is a 32-bit platform, so we will select this one. And Android 10 corresponding to the revision of the LineageOS you will use. And here check these options. Personally, I choose this one. Click download and wait for a long time. So on the SD card you must have the zip file of LineageOS and the zip file of OpenGApps. Take the card off, unplug, remove the battery, plug the card in, battery again, and now we will boot in recovery mode and we will see if we can find TWRP. So sound plus, action and power. In the same time, you release power first. Okay, that's it. We succeeded to flash TeamWin. Very good news. It means that the first step, which was to flash the recovery, is a success. Wipe factory, back, home, install, select storage, micro SD card. Okay, Lineage, no signature verification because we did not download anything for this. Do not reboot, add more zips. We want in the same time to install OpenGApps and swipe to confirm. We are now flashing Lineage. Which is quite quick. Now the installation program automatically switches to OpenGApps. If you meet trouble at this step with a message such as not enough memory to install, then you can come back to this page and choose a smaller version such as Mini, Micro or Nano to save space, because OpenGApps is very heavy. Here we can see that the Mini version weighs half a gigabyte and it is bigger than the operating system itself. So if you want to save space, the only way to do it is with Google Apps. Install still goes on. The program is displaying all the functionalities of Google Apps that are currently being installed. Okay, updating partition details done. So for me it's achieved. Reboot system. It is quite long when we do not know if it will boot or not. And we won. It works. Move to settings. System. Advanced. Update manager. Android 10 has been installed. LineageOS 17.1. Thanks very much to Lineage team for the very good job they do, and thanks for watching. Bye!